What is up? What is up? Yo, yeah, that's my trailer. It's getting loaded. It's kind of weird to be next to my trailer. In reality, I think I was supposed to be up there in the corner, but I seen a truck next to me, and the guy is just chilling next to his trailer. Two spotters seems to not care, so I was like, you know what, I'm just stay right here, and as soon as it's green, I'm gonna go hook up and get going. But yeah, he's at it. Like, this was supposed to be like a 7-hour drop trailer load, and like he is at it. He says he's gonna be done in an hour, so that's amazing. Like, probably like the craziest load I ever booked in terms of pay. Like, I know a lot of guys will post these catchy thumbnail making whatever per mile. Like, dude, I just don't even really talk about it. I'm happy. What's crazy is whatever you think you're making, there's people making more, there's people making less. Like, it's insane. Like, I have a friend that has his own brokerage, and he showed me the loads he gets paid in the auto industry by the shippers. Like, I'm talking like $20 an hour, like a mile, not an hour, like $20 a mile. Like, I legit seen a 300-mile load for over $7,000. Keep in mind, he has his own brokerage, so he takes a cut, like a bigger cut, but like, that's insane. Like, the fact the loads on the load board are like, there's loads that are like $1, and these brokers are getting that much. Like it's insane. Like, I personally, like, I'm very happy with what I'm making and what I'm round tripping, but like, that right there, that's just like crazy motivation. He's got like 10 trucks, and he just does auto industry directly through the like Ford, GMC and whatnot. So he's making a killing. He's been at it for years and years and built his way up. But like, that's insane. Like, just imagine like 300-mile load for like over $7,000. Like, that's insane money. I know somebody's gonna be like, well, this YouTuber makes 50 a mile. Like, dude, cut the shit. Like, some people, like, and the thing is, like, he told me, because like, he's my cousin, you know, but like, I'm gonna just tell you this, like, if I have a load that's paying crazy and I got that connection, last fucking thing I'm gonna do is go on YouTube and post about it. Like, you work in silence and keep your mouth shut. That's how you continue making money. Quickest way to stop making as much money is to go run your mouth about it to other people, especially YouTube. Like, I don't get some of these guys. Like, sure, there's guys actually out there who are making money and making videos about it, but you're an idiot. Like, you're just giving out your connections and your loads, and some person that doesn't give a crap about you is just gonna, what I was saying, to be honest. But like, the point I'm trying to make is, if you have money, if you have a business, like, whatever you want to call it, business plan that works, that you're making money substantially more than an average person is making in that same market, like, you're not gonna go run your mouth to other people about it. Like, you're gonna shut your mouth and you're gonna continue doing that, because huge portion of people that watch your stuff only watch it to gain something out of it. I'm not saying there's not people who actually give a crap and genuinely care about your videos, because by how people comment, there's some great, awesome people out there, but also there's always that big chunk of people who are just waiting for you to slip, to fall, so they can do something about it, or to gain something out of you and then just screw you over. So like I said, people who are doing great, you're not gonna hear them running about like, oh, I make $30 a mile, this is the broker. Like, if you are, that's on you. I know everybody always talks about some other truck driver that always talks about these crazy loads. Like, you can get crazy loads on the load board. That's how I got this load. It was a last minute load, needs to go straight through, etc., etc., and it worked out. But yeah, like, things in this market are just crazy. And what I'm trying to get to is, don't share your secrets because people don't really care. And the second thing is, like, there's some guy that always emails me, and if you're watching this video, I really don't care, because some questions this guy keeps asking, like, just because I'm a YouTuber and you're subscribed to me does not mean I'm like a public servant, like a police officer or somebody that owes something to you because you pay taxes. Like, dude, like, I don't care if you're freaking subscribed to me. Like, do you think like I'm obligated to answer your questions? Like, some questions people ask, like, dude, like, just like blow my mind. Like, he tagged a bunch of YouTubers in the same email thread, and he was like, which one is better, being an owner operator or being a company driver? First of all, if you gotta ask that question, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but you are. There's multiple ways to go about this. Which one's easier? Company driver, of course. You just have one job, you just drive and make sure your logs are good and your truck is fine. If anything breaks, you just call roadside, they fix it, you move on. Any registrations, it's all done by the company. Any truck payment, insurance payment, 2290 IFTAs, all that crap is done by the company. You don't worry about a thing, you just drive. But on the other hand, you're paid substantially less. And like, I don't know who even said it, but there was a guy on the email thread that responded, and he was like, you know, I did the math, and like, being an owner operator, I would have only made like $150 a month more or something crazy like that. And I'm just like, I don't know what kind of math you're doing or what loads you're running. Like, that is not true. If you think you're a company driver and the company is making $150 a month off you, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking dumbass. Like, a company is making on average anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 per company driver. Easy, like, absolutely easy. Depends, you know, what kind of truck you drive, what lanes you're running, etc., etc. But like, at worst case scenario, if you have a driver that's even willing to work, like, that company's gonna make minimum 50 grand. Even with a brand new truck, especially like if they have some great loads, like, they're gonna make more than that. So, like, I just tell people, like, if it didn't make sense to be an owner operator, nobody will be an owner operator. Why the hell would I want a headache of dealing with all this crap, making sure my registrations, my IFTA, all my crap is good, and doing all that work, wrenching on this thing? It's a different ball game. So it's just, if you don't want that extra work, if you just want to drive, not worry about crap, that's perfectly fine. I get that. Not everybody wants to be an owner operator. Some people just want to run and be told when to run. That's great. That's perfectly fine. It's basically having a 9-to-5 job in a truck. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. However, don't tell people it's not worth it if you've never even been an owner operator. Like, your little number of calculations based on what you think things cost and based on what you think loads are, don't go by that. And also, you got to keep in mind, like, a lot of these big companies, they'll give you the most bullshit story on why you should remain a company driver. They'll be like, well, insurance is so absurdly expensive, you won't be able to afford it. Trucks are so you also make so much more. Like, you can round trip whole year $3 a mile. I see no problem doing that. If you're in a good area, you can round trip $3 a mile. Let's say you even get decent loads, you do $250 a mile. $250 a mile is $250,000 gross for the year on 100,000 miles. A company driver would make $50,000. You're making $200,000 gross more. Even after you do all the deductions, company takes a cut, your insurance, your registration, your fuel, your truck, your trailer, everything. You're still gonna make 120, 130, even 150 versus the 50. Like, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm maybe preaching to the choir, but some guys, like, if you got to debate whether it's worth it or not, then just continue being a company driver. But to me personally, like, being a company driver out here making $50K a year is not worth it. Like, if you're going to be a truck driver, you need to be an owner-operator. If you're okay with making $50K, like, you have so many more expenses on the road driving, like, you might as well go get a job somewhere else and be home every single night and not be out here risking your life for 50 grand. You got to make a lot more than that to be doing this job. Like, it's so much more responsibility. Like, just go be a forklift driver at Anheuser and make $50,000 a year. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, I think this thing is maxed out on my SD card. Yeah, the freaking SD card was like full, so it's like I had to delete some stuff because I still have my old GoPro and that one has the bigger SD card. But like, yeah, it's like I try to like be patient and do everything, but it's like some people just have no common sense. Like, it's just like if you gotta ask something, like, then don't even do it. And being owner operator isn't for everybody. There's some owner operators out there who should not be an owner operator. Like, they do not take care of their equipment at all. It's rough, and yeah, I don't know. But what I'm trying to tell you is trucking is difficult. It's not, if you think it's like you just drive, that's it. Like, it's hard, it's dangerous, you got a lot of things to keep in checklist. And I just tell people, like, it's a lot of people ask, like, if trucking is worth it, and it's a hard question to answer, honestly, because you gotta think about it. Let me turn this thing. You gotta think about it from multiple point of views, you know? Just adjusting my little holder. It's like, is trucking worth it? Well, it depends. I mean, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future? Like, me personally, I love being self-employed. I love making my own schedule, going when I want to, where I want to, like, and in the future, you know, hopefully I'll own a few trucks and have a company. So that's where I see myself. But I would say if you just want to go in and make some money and then get out, like, I would say there's way better ways to make money other than trucking. Like, I guess I didn't delete enough. There's so many other things that you could do. Like, you could literally go flip couches and make money. You can flip things on Marketplace and make money. If having more income is your goal, I would say don't get into trucking, because you can make more money elsewhere. I would say if long term being an owner operator and doing this to make more money and advancing isn't what you want to do long term, then I would say do not do trucking. Because, like, if you get into trucking, like, as a company driver, you're gonna make like 50K, and sure, it's still a good amount of money, but compared to what you're doing and the idiots you're out here dealing with on these roads, and slippery roads and mountains, and losing your brakes, and dealing with DOT and all the regulations, and sleeping on shoulders, and no, like, there's so much that you have to deal with that within that first year you're probably going to be like, well, that 50K is not worth it, and then you're probably just going to get drained out and get out. But if you are looking at the bigger picture on what long term you could do, then I would say sure, then yeah, that makes sense. I would say go for it. That's at least from me. I've been in this for 3 years, and I was on the verge of giving up, and then I say, you know what, screw it. After 2 years of being company, I want to experience it fully and just become an owner operator, and it changed my mind, and I stayed, and I'm glad I did, honestly, because I could never go back to a 9-to-5 ever again. So it is what it is. But yeah, truck's a mess. Be nice if we could get it washed tonight. We're just hopefully gonna get loaded here soon, and then we're just gonna get going and catch you folks later.